Located in the heart of Washington, D.C., the Woodrow Wilson International Center for Scholars lies between the Capitol and the White House. Established under the Smithsonian Institution, it's a perfect setting for the world's preeminent research and public policy institution. Enacted by Congress in 1968, the Woodrow Wilson Center is a living memorial to President Woodrow Wilson and his dedication to both the worlds of policy and scholarship. Woodrow Wilson, the 28th President of the United States of America, was an accomplished scholar, a renowned university president, and architect of America's modern international perspective. The only American president to hold a PhD, Wilson was a professor of political science and the author of 9 books. He served as president of Princeton University and governor of New Jersey before leading his nation through war and transforming the role of the president forever. One of only 3 U.S. presidents to receive the Nobel Peace Prize, Woodrow Wilson established the United States as a leader in world affairs. At home, he advanced the notion that an active government can improve people's lives, inspired by a deep faith in both God and humanity. President John Fitzgerald Kennedy signed Public Law 87364, providing for the creation of a memorial to President Wilson. Rather than a monument like those that honor Presidents Washington, Jefferson, and Lincoln, the center was created as a living institution, reflecting the ideals of Woodrow Wilson.
Let me say a word or two about the Wilson Center. Of course, it's specially charged by act of Congress with commemorating the life and the ideals of our 28th president. You've done that now for more than 3 decades, encouraging important scholarly work and reasoned discussion of great issues.
The Wilson Center incorporates the ideals of Woodrow Wilson. His 2 great passions were scholarship and policy. That's what the Wilson Center is all about.
I think that the scholarly research and the academic excellence of the center are well known, and the products that emanate from the center by way of academic studies and scholarly works are very beneficial to those in high-level policy positions in government.
I'm very proud to be associated with the Woodrow Wilson Center because I believe we have a very strong impact, a very positive impact on public policy by bringing together leaders in the business community, in the public policy arena, and in academia. We try to seek out solutions to the many problems that we face in today's complex society.
The Woodrow Wilson International Center for Scholars aims to unite the world of ideas to the world of policy by bringing together preeminent academics and practitioners from a wide variety of disciplines, professions, nationalities, and viewpoints in an arena free from partisanship and advocacy.
You have to be practical. You have to have ideas that will fly. And I think Lee Hamilton and his team at the Woodrow Wilson Center ensure that that's the case. You're not wasting your time when you go there to participate in a thoughtful exercise. It usually has an effect down the road in a beneficial way.
Well, the issues of the 21st century are complex and global. And somebody needs to be thinking about them as objectively as possible and trying to find a win-win solution that benefits everyone. And the Woodrow Wilson Institute is pioneering in that direction.
The Congress Project presents firsthand accounts by members of Congress and others as to how the policy process really works on Capitol Hill.
With so much of the world attention concentrated on the Middle East, it is essential to understand the people, the culture, and the history of the region.
In the Division of International Studies, we focus on important topics, from nonproliferation and terrorism to environmental degradation and conflict prevention.
The Woodrow Wilson Center maintains an active schedule of programming outside of Washington, D.C. In cities around the world, the center sponsors or participates in meetings and policy forums focused on issues important to that community. It is one of the ways the Wilson Center provides dialogue between the leading nonpartisan Washington Policy Forum and the communities that support the center.
I think the problems that are tackled by the Woodrow Wilson Center are problems that are common to democracies all over the world.
We coordinated national projects such as Mexico and Brazil that highlight the bilateral relationship between the United States and those two countries.
The Ken Institute's offices in Moscow and Kiev regularly bring together groups of Russians and Ukrainians to talk about pressing issues of democratic transition.
The center involves both individuals and companies in many different ways. Through the center's advisory board, the Wilson Council, members are actively engaged in helping the center achieve its mandate. Wilson Alliances, designed for corporate membership, gives businesses and their executives unique access to the programming and facilities of the Wilson Center.
What is globalization? How does it affect the United States and other leading industrial powers? Will it help the developing world, or can it hurt? These are key 21st century questions that business leaders and policymakers need to ask and to understand.
The Africa program seeks to elevate the profile of Africa within America's policymaking community. We serve as a forum for informed debate, reflection, research on African issues, and on American policy toward the continent.
Dialogue is the broadcast voice of the Wilson Center, producing programs for radio, television, and the internet. The center also publishes the Wilson Quarterly, reaching over 60,000 subscribers and many more readers. More than 1,500 books have been written at the center. Newsletters, bulletins, working papers, and websites reach tens of thousands more. One of the most recognized symbols of the Wilson Center is its prestigious Woodrow Wilson Award. Each year, the center presents renowned corporate and public leaders with awards for corporate citizenship and public service. Awards are presented to the honorees at dinners throughout the world, providing an opportunity to recognize their contributions publicly and to introduce the important work of the center to both national and international audiences.
I, along with others, was honored to accept the Woodrow Wilson Award because of the uniqueness that it represents in international recognition.
When they gave me the honor, they hosted a day and they brought all sorts of scientists together to exchange ideas about cancer research. And so it wasn't just being honored at a dinner, it was actually doing something that day.
I felt that it was really an honor for me to be listed in this kind of company. I just hope that I can live up to the expectations.
I think you're not recognizing only the corporate leadership, but leadership in areas outside what a traditional CEO does.
Getting involved, I think, is a very key issue, and being the recipient of the Woodrow Wilson Award focuses back on the Wilson Center and its mission, a commitment to create an environment of service for the common good.
But the truth is, it was a very engaging, very warm event, and I think a lot of good was done. Well, I think that the Woodrow Wilson Center is one of the finest public policy and research institutions in our country.
And it's important to have a strong institution calling us back.
It's a great organization. It deserves great support.
You need this kind of organization to bring people together.
Now that I have come here, I plan to contribute in whichever way I can.
Because it helped me continue the work that I care the most about, which is cancer research.
You'll be impressed by the quality of the dialogue, informed, serious, and without spin.
As President Wilson wrote, "The man who has the time, the discrimination, and the sagacity to collect and comprehend the principal facts, and the man who must act upon them, must draw near to one another and feel that they are engaged in a common enterprise." We at the Center feel strongly in President Wilson's idea that the scholar, the politician, and the business leader are engaged in a common enterprise. We believe, as Woodrow Wilson believed, that through dialogue, better scholarship and better policy will emerge.